Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And this video is the stupidest things an American has ever said to you. Oh, us. I did it wrong. Oh.
No, that's fine. Okay, should we do it again?
What do you reckon?
We'll leave that in. So we should start off by saying that we know this goes the other way. I saw a video recently that one of you guys sent me that was about like dumb Brits, and we're definitely going to do a video about this because they were asking British people these questions about the US and they're so thick. So we know that Brits can be stupid too, but this one is for the Americans.
This one's for anyone who's had something really stupid said to them by an American, and it just blows your mind. But often it doesn't come down to stupidity. It's just like we live in two different places.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like okay, it's excusable, and at other times it's like, oh my gosh, no, seriously.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Good preface to the video. We're not going to trigger anyone.
No, like we know that there are stupid people in every country. Leah and I are two stupid Brits, so we've got that.
We're two of them. So yeah.
Exactly. Well, we're going to work our way through an article, but can I kick it off with a story that isn't mine? It's my neighbour's story.
Yes.
And I don't know if they watch our videos, but if they do, then hello, I'm telling your story. Basically, they own a house in Florida as well, around the corner from where my parents do, and they live opposite and they're best friends with my parents, so we're very close. And when they went to America for like one of the first times, they were talking to an American, and the guy or girl, I don't know which gender it was, but they were like, oh wow, you speak English really well. And they were like, what do you mean? And they were like, you speak English, your English is amazing. And they were like, that's because I am English. And they were like, no, but you know, like, you speak English. And they were like, I am from England, English is our language. You're the ones that took our language, not the other way around. And like, this person genuinely didn't realise that English came from England. Like, it just baffled me.
I wonder what language they thought they spoke.
I know.
Natively. That's crazy.
So weird. I know. Very, very strange. But anyway.
That is hilarious. I mean, one of the ones when I moved into this apartment, I saw lots of comments from Americans being like, oh, do you not have wardrobes in the UK? And I was like, of course we have wardrobes. They were like, oh, because there's no fitted wardrobes. Like all of your things are, like all your clothes are on rails. So do they not have wardrobes over there? And I was thinking like, thank you so much for watching only my videos. That is so lovely. That is just so generous.
You are the sole representative of the UK.
Imagine that. Like, I'm the only UK person you're watching. Yeah. That is amazing. You must have seen wardrobes in someone else's content anyway, it blew my mind.
Maybe they do just watch me and you because I've got a rail in my room as well, but the difference is your rail looks chic and cool and designer, my rail looks a mess. But maybe they just watch us and they're like, oh, Joel and Leah both have rails, therefore Brits don't have wardrobes.
The UK doesn't have wardrobes. Yeah, maybe that's so true actually. Because I remember you got a rail once you had problems with the wardrobe and the mould.
I can't wait to get rid of it. I absolutely hate my rail because it doesn't look. I've got too many clothes, so it just looks like you're quite minimalistic and it looks nice, but mine just looks horrible.
I just do that thing where like when I'm done with some of the clothes that I know I'm not going to wear for like until winter again, I'll vacuum pack them under the bed and then I'll just put stuff on the rail that I would choose for like the time we're living in. Okay. But it is a bit of admin, isn't it? It's a bit like...
it is.
It's a bit like...
But it pays off because you've got a beautiful apartment.
Thank you. Right, let's have a look at some of the other funny things that haven't happened to us but have happened to other people. Okay, this one's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, this one definitely comes from a place of complete ignorance, but it says someone asked somebody from Brazil how they're able to post things on social media because they didn't think there'd be internet in Brazil.
Why would there not be internet in Brazil?
I don't know.
Like, that's so weird. Oh my gosh. And maybe they think because Americans basically invented social media, didn't they? All the big ones like Facebook and Instagram. Maybe they think that it's only available in America. I don't know, very weird.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
So this one says that someone tried to tell a Mexican guy that Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day, which it isn't, and that Mexico is in South America. But this is funny because we've both made that mistake, but I feel like we get a free pass because we're British.
Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I thought it was.
I thought it was, but I think it's Central America, not South America. But like, yeah, our country is so far away from this. Like, America is literally next to, just above Mexico, so they should know better. But also, I love the audacity of an American telling a Mexican what the Cinco de Mayo is.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either, but I just think it's funny because I'm like, if someone is from that country, surely they know maybe a bit better about their history than you do.
Yeah, talking of like days and its history, someone did actually ask me if we celebrated New Year's, like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day in the UK.
I remember that. That was like, so funny.
Couldn't believe it. I must have screenshotted it and sent it to us because we both remember seeing it. And
yeah.
I was like, of course, it just happens at a different time, but of course we have the New Year.
I remember that. It was just so, we get so many funny comments like that it just, this video is very personal. I suppose our personal stories are even more interesting than these ones on here. What the like funniest personal experience I've ever had was when I worked at a theatre, and I think I've told this story on the channel before years ago. And I can't. This American woman came in, and it was before the show, and she wanted to buy a program, and I think for some reason stuff wasn't working, so I wasn't able to. And she got a bit annoyed. She's like, "Oh, so you're telling me I need to wait until the show happens to buy a program?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I bet you're going to tell me next that you don't even accept euros, do you?" And I was like, "Well, no, we don't." And she was like, "Great." And I was like, "That's literally a different currency." And she's like, "You're in Europe. How come you don't accept euros?" And I was like, "Because it's not our currency." I'm like, "Can I go to America and pay with Australian dollars?" And like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, they're dollars." And she's like, "What?" And then just walked out. And I was like, "You're so dumb." Like, as if you thought that you could spend euros in the UK. That's not our currency.
That is the best thing I've ever heard. I love that you were quick enough to go, "Can I use an Australian dollar in America?" I love that. Because I wouldn't have been able to think fast enough, but that is really, really good, because then it must have like thrown her off and she was like, "No."
Yeah, well, I think then she realised just how stupid she sounded. Like, I can understand, like, to Americans, like, Britain is in Europe, as in the continent, obviously not in Europe politically anymore, but like, we're in the continent, so maybe you think that you can, but it's like, just because we're in the same continent doesn't mean that you can use like the same currency. It just, I don't know, so dumb.
Talking of continents, countries, this one's quite good from Twitter. Somebody said, "How did Beyonce go #1 in 100 countries when there's only 7 here? Africa, Europe, Asia, and I can't remember the rest."
That's hilarious.
That
so you're getting
funny.
Confused with continents and countries.
Yeah, she just thought like Europe was a country and the rest, and Africa and Asia.
Africa. I feel like that's a common one as well, that people think Africa's a country and you're like, no, South Africa is a country, but Africa is not a country.
That's one thing we do know. It's really funny because when you and I, like, we obviously know that, we think it's hilarious, but there's so much stuff we don't know and we're like...
Oh, exactly. Like, we don't know what Cinco de Mayo is. Maybe people would have found that funny that we were laughing about that, but we don't know what it is. But as I said, like, our cultures are quite separate, whereas obviously Mexico and like Central America and North America are quite intertwined, whereas like we're so far removed from that, so I feel like we get a free pass.
Yeah, free pass. Thank you, Joel.
Was there anything on a trip, like an Uber driver or someone?
I mean, I know that I don't think it's necessarily like a stupid thing, but lots of people have mistaken us for Australian before.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess it's not super stupid, is it? Because it's like, maybe we wouldn't be able to, like, we struggle to tell the difference between a Canadian accent and an American accent. But yeah, it's quite funny to us, because to us, they sound so different, the Australian accent and the British accent.
Yeah, we like couldn't be more different. We love putting on an Aussie accent. That's the first thing we'll be doing in our next Uber together.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't wait to like fool all the Boston Uber drivers that were Australian.
I know.
So good.
The only thing is we need to like get some locations down, because the worst thing is when someone tells us a place and they're like, "Oh, do you know da-da-da?" And we're like, "Yeah, Yeah. Oh, we live like 5 minutes from there.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, of course.
Okay, sorry. Last one, Joel. Last one.
Yeah.
Someone has genuinely asked on a Reddit forum if people outside of the US celebrate American Independence Day on the 4th of July.
Why? Why would we do that?
No one. It's like asking, like, it's like me calling up another family that have never met me, being like, "Are you celebrating my birthday today? Because it's the 21st of July. So are you celebrating my birth?"
Yeah, that's so funny. Do you know what? That also reminds me when we get told off for posting a video on a day where there's been like bad news in the US, and they're like, "How could you post this when there's been this bad thing that's happened in the US?" We're like, do you not realise that we don't have a clue what's going on in America unless it's like really big news? And it's like, firstly, obviously we say that we're here to entertain people, so we want to take people's brains away from the bad news, so we'd probably post anyway. But yeah, it's just the assumption that like we must know everything that's happening in the US so as not to offend anyone. Yeah,
it's like the assumption that like we must have like the New York Times and all the other papers like bookmarked at the top of our browser, and we wake up and we scroll through the American news.
Yeah, we're like, should we post today? Oh, maybe not.
I only found out at like really, really late last night that it was the inauguration, or did I say it correctly? Inauguration.
I think so. Inauguration.
And I was like, oh, that was today. America must be over the moon about that. Like, really thrilled for them, but like, it's not. It's just not at the forefront of our news. Like it will be on Twitter, but do you know what I mean? Like
exactly. Like it's reported on because it's a big event, but it's not made a big deal of. No one celebrates it in the UK. We don't spend hours watching it on TV. Like we just watch the highlights. Katy Perry singing Firework, and that's it.
Yeah, we just see the highlights and all of the memes of.
Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Bernie Sanders. Couldn't remember his name. See, like it's just not on my register, not on my radar.
It is not. Likewise, the British news isn't on Americans' radar. So
no, not at all. Like, and we shouldn't expect it to be. We don't. No, we definitely don't.
We don't. But we will do one of these videos reacting, I think, to the video of the dumb Brits, because trust us, guys, there are plenty of dumb Brits. Most people think that Brits tend to be like quite well educated and we sound educated. Honestly, they're not. Like there are some very dumb Brits, so we'll react to that soon.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, we have got memberships on this channel, so you can get bonus content from us every single time we sit down to do a filming session. We film a bonus members video, or we cut together bloopers or funny moments. So if you sign up for membership, you'll get access to all of those videos, plus everything you've missed. Like there's a back catalogue of members videos that you could go and watch. And I think it's all for the price of 99 cents.
Were you going to say euros?
99 euros.
99
99. What's euros but not euros?
I think it's cents as well.
Cents.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
99 cents.
99 cents. So yeah, for just 99 cents you can get the back catalogue of all those videos. So consider joining our members club and click subscribe if you're not already. We post videos every single week. And we'll see you next time.
The other parish notice, Joel, is that if you haven't already figured out, we've also got other channels. So go into our channel dashboard, click on other channels. You'll find Joel's channel, you'll find my channel, loads of other channels. We've also got a UK travel channel that we haven't uploaded on in a long time.
I know.
But go and have a look. There's some really fun videos there that you might enjoy.
Yes.
So that's everything.
Thank you for joining, and that's it. See you guys.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.